Hi guys, I'm Sharon from the Book Barbies, and now I'm excited to announce that I am also Tuesday from LitLadies. It's a new bi-weekly feature that we're starting. We're going to be like a booktube group. It's going to be pretty awesome. If you didn't see Raquel's intro video yesterday, go ahead and visit that because it's pretty awesome. So like I said, I'm Tuesday. You probably know me better as Sharon from the Book Barbies. And today we're going to be doing just a little introduction vlog. In the future we'll be talking about more bookish discussions and things, but right now we're just kind of easing into it. So first we're going to do the name tag and then the 7 deadly sins tag. So with the name tag, I'm going to pick a favorite book for each letter of my name. So my name is Sharon, S-H-A-R-O-N, and well, so first up is S. And that one is Shatter Me by Taha Ramafi. Love that book. Love all those books, every single one. Ignite Me, the last one just came out today. It was amazing. And I already filmed a 33-minute reaction vlog to it. So I'm kind of in vlog overload today. It's kind of weird since I haven't vlogged in months. Anyway, so yeah. Well, to be fair, the 33 minutes also included other previous book stuff. I only talked about Ignite Me for like 15 of those. And then we have H, and for H, oh my gosh, I even brought the books this time. Sorry. This is Shatter Me. It's beautiful. I don't have Heart of the West, unfortunately. I wish I did. But H is Heart of the West by Penelope Williamson, and it is absolutely amazing. It's an American Western romance, but it's like this epic multi-story romance that is amazingly angsty and just fantastically romantic. Oh my gosh, the swoons, you guys. Just, I can't even fully describe it. Honorable mention for that one is Head Over Heels by Jill Chavez, which I adore. It is my favorite of all of the Lucky Harbor books. And yes, I've read them all. And I will read the future ones as well. For A, I have About That Night by Julie James. I honestly, it's kind of tied with Practice Makes Perfect as my favorite Julie James. I really need to reread both of them to decide which one I love more. But About That Night is, it's fantastic. Julie James is one of my favorite contemporary authors. And then for R, I do have R. R is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I used to read a lot of classics in high school, just around that age. I read a lot of them, and this was one of my favorites. And a lot of times they take longer to read just because they are longer, for one, and the writing style doesn't really lend itself to fast-paced reading. But this one I tore through in 24 hours, like a day. I could not put it down. Honorable mention to Ravishing, the Heiress by Sherry Thomas, because, well, apparently I haven't read very many good R books. Interestingly enough, I was looking through my Goodreads, and most of the books that start with R are like 3 stars or less. So I thought that was funny, and that was the only other one I even entertained as an option, and it was Raquel's pick yesterday, so I thought that was funny. O, I also sadly don't own, although I really wish I did, and it is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and that book it is considered a romance classic, an epic for a reason. It's huge, it's amazing, it's groundbreaking, so romantic, it just transports you right there, and it's fantastic. Sorry, just my neighbor started playing music or something. Anyway, so N, for N I have this one, and it is Notorious Countess Confesses by Julianne Long. Adore her, one of my favorite series. This book kept me up until like 3 in the morning until I could finish it, and like I couldn't breathe from the chemistry, you guys. Oh my gosh, so good. So that's another one of my favorites. So that was my name, and now for the 7 deadly sins tag. So first of all, it's greed. So what is your most inexpensive book? And your most expensive book, I think, is what it's supposed to be. I have no idea what my most expensive book is. Like, I, quite honestly, I don't buy expensive books. I don't know. The most expensive one I own, now that I think about it, is probably this thing, which was a present, and it's 3 works of Leo Tolstoy, and it's like got this sparkly, shiny cover, and it's gorgeous. My parents got it for me one Christmas. I really love it. I like to smell it, but I don't actually like to read it because I don't want to mess it up. It's so pretty. But my most inexpensive book, okay, not even the faintest. I get so many books from used book sales, and my favorite bookish event is whenever I get an entire bag full of books for $1 every year at my, not like $1 each, like $1 total for an entire bag of books at my local fair. So, can't really pick just one. Anyway, I have quite a lot of romance novels I've acquired in that fashion, and some of them are really good. Most of them I haven't read, because when you buy that many books at one time, there's really no way to get through them that quickly, but still. Okay, and the next one is Wrath. What author do I have a love-hate relationship with? And for this one, it was really a pretty obvious answer for me, and I would have to say Sarah McLean, which I don't really have a hate side of the relationship with her, but I just had a really negative connotation that I associated with her name for a really long time, because whenever 9 Rules to Break for Romancing a Rake came out, lots of people were flipping out about it. Oh, oops, I said lots of people were flipping out about it, and like they said it was so good, said it was so amazing, said it was groundbreaking, a great new voice in romance, and I just didn't get it. Like, the book was fine, but I had no idea what all the hype was about. And I was actually turned off reading her books for a couple of years. And then I finally caved and read 11 Scandals to Start to Win a Duke's Heart. And I liked it. I was convinced. I was like, okay, this Sarah McLean can write. Okay, good, I'm glad. And so that was kind of broken. And then I read One Good Earl Deserves a Lover, and absolutely fell in love. Oh my gosh, so good. I actually listened to the audiobook of that one rather than reading it, and I think that really helped. Not really helped, but it worked really well for that book, just for different reasons that I won't go into right now. And then, oh my gosh, No Good Duke Goes Unpunished. If you haven't read it, do it. And read the full published version, not an ARC if you had an ARC, because the ARC did not have part of the epilogue, which, trust me, you want. Yeah. Anyway, so then that's my Wrath. Next I have Gluttony, and what book have I deliciously devoured over and over with no shame whatsoever? And that, I forgot to get, hold on, one moment. Yeah. You almost got to see my pair of the platypus slippers. They're super cool. The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. I've read this book 13 times and counting. Honestly, I've kind of lost track, but I think it's at 13, maybe 14 by now. I've loved this book since I was 14, 15? When did it come out? Yeah, 14, since I was 14. So I checked it out like 8 or 9 times in the library, and then I finally actually got a copy. So, yeah. Unfortunately, my actual copy got lost in the mail, but Raquel is the best person ever and sent me another copy, and I love her. Alright, so next we have Sloth, and what book have I neglected reading due to laziness? And that would definitely have to be The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead, because I just haven't read it yet, and it's totally due to okay, it's a little bit due to being scared of what's coming, and oh my gosh, but mostly because I really wanted to reread Indigo Spell before I read this, but I didn't want to reread Indigo Spell without reading Golden Lily, and that's a lot of time that I just haven't had lately. So Call it what you will. Call it laziness if you will, I guess. But I haven't read this one yet, and it's really sad. I should. Oh, that was Sloth, too. I don't know if I said that. And then Pride, and what book do I most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? Well, let me just tell you. No. In high school, I was a huge lit snob. Like I said, I read a ton of classics. I read some like modern classics, like, I don't know, not really classics, but award winners like Jeffrey Eugenides and Ian McEwan. But mostly I read classics. And to be honest, most of them I really did enjoy. I think that probably two of the books that I actually legitimately enjoyed and mention enjoying that people might think I'm trying to be impressive is Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand and Ulysses by James Joyce. But I really did. I quite liked them. Ulysses I found less enjoyable than Atlas Shrugged. Like Atlas Shrugged, I really liked the story. Ulysses I really more liked the writing. Although there were negative aspects too, so I didn't love it quite as much as Atlas Shrugged. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really fake my reading habits. I read mostly romance, and if you don't like that, then you probably suck. Not the genre. I mean, if you don't like that, I admit that. But anyway, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed our first my first installment, and tune back in tomorrow and Thursday for the next two. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.